Hello children, in the previous videos you have learnt about nouns and its kinds. What are these nouns? Nouns are naming words, that means name of any person, place, animal or a thing. Now you all know that there are 5 kinds of nouns: proper, common, collective, abstract and material nouns. But today in this video we are going to discuss other 2 concepts related to nouns. Those are number in nouns and gender in nouns. But before we discuss these 2 concepts, let's discuss one more important concept related to nouns. What are these? Countable and uncountable nouns. Countable nouns are the nouns those can be counted. For example, books, pens, pencils, chalks, boxes, etc. These can be counted easily. Like apple, apples, one apple, many apples. These can be counted. 1 apple, 2 apples, 3 apples. Now, the other one is uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns are the nouns those cannot be counted. For example, milk, sugar, honesty, etc. etc. Have you heard of saying 1 sugar, 2 sugar, 1 happiness, 2 happiness? We cannot count uncountable nouns. Number in nouns are closely related to countable nouns. The countable nouns which we can count. Numbers are of 2 kinds, singular and plural. Singular refers to one person or thing. Plural refers to more than one person or things. Let's take a few examples. One teacher, more than one teachers. One lamp, more than one lamps. One door, more than one doors. One book, more than one books. Singular means one. Plural means more than one. More than one. Singular means one, plural means more than one. Nouns remain in their singular state. There are a few rules that we will be following to change their form to plural one. Now, ways of forming plurals. First rule, by adding s to the singular form. This is a very common rule, by adding s to the singular form. For example, hand is a singular noun, and if we add s to hands, it becomes plural. So what have we done? We have just added s to the singular form. In the next example, ears. Ear and ears. Ear is singular, and if we have added s to the plural form, to the singular form, it has changed its form to plural one. Ear. Ear is in singular form. To make it plural, we have to add s to the singular form, and it changes its form to plural one, that is ears. In the same way, house. House is in singular form, and if we have added s to the house, it has changed its form to plural one. Now, let's discuss the rule 2. Rule 2 says that we can change the form of a singular noun by adding es to the nouns ending with which. S, SS, CH, SH, X and O alphabets. I am again repeating it. Rule 2 says we can change the form of a singular noun to a plural one by adding es to the words ending with s, ss, ch, sh, x and o. Let's take a few examples. In this example, gas is ending with s. So we have added es to it to change it into plural form. And one gas, more than one gases. What have we done? We have added es to the singular form because the word ends with s. In the same way, glass. Glass ends with double s and therefore we have again added es to it. Glass singular, glasses plural. Church. Church ending with ch. Churches. What have we done? We have added es to church to make it plural because it is again ending with ch. Churches. Dish ending with sh. Dish ending with sh. And what have we done? We have added es to dish to make it plural. In the same way, box. Box ending with x. Box ending with x, we have added es to change its form to plural one. Hero ending with o, what have we done? We have added es to form hero into plural form heroes. Rule number 3 states that we can change the singular form of a verb by changing f or fe into ves. Let's take a few examples. Leaf ends with f and we have added es, ves and it has changed its form to leaves, that is a plural one. Leaf, f has been removed and ves has been added to change its form to plural one. The same way, life, fe has been removed and ves has been added to make it into plural form, that is lives. Leaf, leaves, life, lives. Rule number 4 states that by changing y into ies, if the y is preceded by, preceded means before y, what? If a consonant sound comes. For example, duty changes to duties, that is consonant plus y. T is a consonant sound and y, you know, y. Y has been preceded by a consonant sound T. Therefore, we have added ies to form it into a plural form. Let's take another example. City, by adding ies and removing y, has been changed to plural form. Baby has been changed to babies by removing y. Why? Because y is preceded by a consonant sound. According to rule 4, as we have discussed, if y is preceded by a consonant sound, then we have to remove y and add ies to change its form to plural one. But if a word has OY, that is, the Y is preceded by O, which is a vowel sound. Then we have to follow the simple rule of adding S to it. If the Y is preceded by a vowel sound, then we don't have to add IES. We just have to add S to it to change its form to plural one. Let's take a few more examples. Ray changes to rays. Valley changes to valleys. What have we done? We have just added S to the singular form to change its form to plural one. Now, let's take up rule 5 that says a few nouns form their plural by changing the inside vowel or vowels. For example, man. Man changes to men. What have we done? We have changed the A sound. A is a vowel sound and we have changed it into E sound. Men. Foot. Foot has been changed to feet. Goose changes to geese. Now, these are the 5 rules. Before we discuss rule 6, let's get clear with the concept of compound nouns. Compound nouns are the nouns which are formed by adding 2 or more words. For example, bed is a noun, room is a noun, but when we add bed and room together, it forms a completely new word, that is bedroom. In the same way, step is a word, father is a word, and when we add step and father, it gives you a completely different meaning. In the same way, passer by. Rule number 6 states that we can change the form of a singular compound noun by adding S to the main word if the noun consists of several words. If a noun consists of several words, that means the noun is a compound noun. Let's take a few examples. Stepfather, we have to find out which is the main word in these 2 words, which is the main word. Father is the main word and therefore we have added S to fathers to change its form to plural one. The next example, passer-by, which is the main word. The main word is passer. So we have added S to the main word to change its form to plural one and the word is passers-by. In the next example, commander-in-chief, the word is formed of 3 words. So we have to find out which is the main word. The main word is commander and therefore we have added S to the main word to change its form to plural one and the word is commanders-in-chief. Rule number 7 states some nouns do not follow any of the rules mentioned above. That means the rules which we have discussed above up to rule 6. Again I am repeating rule 7. Rule 7 states some nouns do not follow any of the rules mentioned above up to rule 6. That means fish remains fish, sheep remains sheep. If we say fishes, that means variety of fishes. Rule 8 says some nouns are always in plural. For example, spectacles, scissors, sports. When we want to change it into singular form, we say a pair of scissors, a pair of spectacles. Rule number 9 says some nouns have no plural form. For example, information, news, furniture and scenery. Dear children, let's take up a few questions related to the rules which we have discussed about number in nouns. The question says, fill in the blanks with the plurals of the nouns in the brackets. In the brackets here, some nouns are given and you have to use these words to fill in the blanks in their plural form. Let's take up the question. We ate all the dash in the bowl. Now you have to change the cherry into its plural form. Just recall the rules which we have discussed. The last alphabet is Y and it is preceded by a consonant R. So we have to remove Y and add IES to it to change its form to plural one, that is cherries. We ate all the cherries in the bowl. Cherry has been changed to cherries. Next one, I sliced 3 dash to make salad. In the bracket, the word is tomato. Now, tomato will be changed to plural form by adding es to it. O will be we just have to add es to tomatoes to change it into plural form. The next question says, the dash couldn't catch the dash. In the bracket, the word is policeman and thief. So, the policeman, man is changed to men. Policeman couldn't catch the thieves. Thieves. F is removed and instead of F we have added VES to change it into plural form. Let's take another question. Atul gave dash to his friend. Book. In the bracket, the word is book. We have to change its form to plural one. That is, just we have to add S to it. Books to his friend. Let's take another question. Some women wear dash over their head. The word is scarf. We have to change this form to plural one and it will be scarves. F will be changed to VES, scarves. Dear children, now we come to another topic of noun, that is gender in nouns. Gender is a quality of a noun that demonstrates whether a noun is a masculine, feminine, common or neuter. Now, what are these 4 kinds of gender? Masculine gender refers to the male. Male means, for let's take some example, son or man. That is the male gender of a noun. Feminine gender refers to the female gender of a noun, that is daughter and woman. Common gender may refer to both the kinds, that is doctor or teacher. Suppose I say doctor or teacher, it's difficult to find out whether it is a male teacher or a female teacher, a male doctor or a female doctor. So, a common gender refers to both the kinds. male as well as female. Neuter gender refers to the non-living things. For example, book and box. Dear children, let's discuss ways of changing gender. Gender from masculine to feminine. The rule 1 says we can change the gender by adding ESS to the masculine form. Let's take a few examples. The masculine form is poet, and if we have added ESS, it has become poetess, which is a feminine gender. Host is a masculine gender and hostess is a feminine gender. What have we done? We have added ESS to the masculine form. Let's take another one. Steward changes to stewardess. Steward is a masculine gender representing male, and stewardess is a feminine gender representing female. Now, let's take up rule 2, which says that we can change the form of a masculine gender to feminine by using completely different words. Let's take a few examples. Completely different words. Let's take a few examples. King changes to queen. Bull changes to cow. Sir changes to madam. There is no relationship between king and queen. In these examples, king is masculine and we have used a completely different word for the feminine gender, that is queen. The same way, bull is a masculine gender and we have used differently word for the feminine gender, that is cow. In the same way, sir is a masculine gender and we have used completely different word for the feminine gender, that is madam. Rule number 3 says that we can change the gender of a noun by changing the prefix or suffix in compound words. Compound words, as we have discussed earlier, are formed by joining two or more words or nouns. Now, what are these prefixes or suffixes? Prefixes are added in the beginning of a word to change its meaning. In the same way, suffixes are added at the end of a word to change its meaning. Let's take a few examples. He goat is a masculine gender. She goat is the feminine gender. Stepfather is masculine, stepmother is feminine. Now, he has been changed to she, it is a prefix, and stepfather has been changed to mother, which is a suffix. Let's take up a few questions based on the rules which we have discussed about gender in nouns. The question is, fill in the blanks with the opposite gender of the words given in brackets. The first question is, his dash is a very good dash. In the bracket, the words are landlord and poet. So we have to change these masculine gender words to feminine gender. His landlady is a very good poetess. Landlord has been changed to landlady and poet has been changed to poetess. Let's take up another question. My dash is coming with her dash. In the bracket, the words are brother and wife. My sister is coming with her husband. Brother has been changed to sister and wife has been changed to husband. Another question. The dash lives in a cave in the forest. In the bracket, the word is fox. The opposite gender of fox is vixen. The vixen lives in a cave in the forest. Dear children, I hope the concept of number in nouns and gender in nouns are clear to you all. As we have discussed so many rules, but remember, there are always exceptions to it. While reading books, you can easily find it out. But don't get confused. Remember the rules. Don't learn it by heart. Keep on practicing. Thank you for watching.